The police said the emergency call came from inside the house. The problem was, the house had been empty for 23 years. The police dispatcher listened to the call 3 times. No breathing, no background noise, just a voice. Calm, precise, almost rehearsed. "Someone is inside my house." The address was read clearly. Then the line went dead. Officers arrived 6 minutes later. The house was locked. The windows were sealed. There were no footprints in the snow. And according to city records, no one had lived there for 23 years. What follows isn't a ghost story in the traditional sense. There are no chains, no screams from the walls. Because the most disturbing thing about this house is that it doesn't want attention. It wants routine. The house sits on a quiet street where nothing ever happens. No vandalism, no rumors, no urban legends. Just a 2-story home, beige siding, white door, and a porch light that still turns on every night at sunset. Neighbors assumed it was automated. They were wrong. The last registered owner was a man named Elliot. He moved in alone, and he never moved out. Elliot was ordinary in a way that made him invisible. No criminal history, no enemies, no family nearby. He worked nights at a printing facility and slept during the day. The neighbors described him the same way. Quiet, polite, always home. Until one day, he wasn't. His car stayed in the driveway. His mail piled up. The porch light still turned on at sunset. Police entered the house. Nothing disturbed, no signs of struggle. Except for one detail. Every clock in the house had stopped, all of them. At 3:17 a.m., the case went cold in weeks. The house was sealed, and life moved on. Years later, new neighbors moved in across the street. They noticed something strange. Every night, 10:45 p.m. The downstairs light turned off, 10:47 p.m. The upstairs hallway light turned on, 11:02 p.m. Total darkness, like clockwork. At first, it was comforting, a sign of order, until one night, the pattern changed. At 3:17 a.m., the porch light flickered, then turned off, then on again, then off. A neighbor filmed it on their phone. That same night, the emergency call was placed from inside the house. Police searched again. This time, they found something new. A notebook on the kitchen table, dustless, as if it had been used recently. Inside were lists: lock doors, turn off lights, check hallway. Sleep over and over, hundreds of pages. The last page read, "If I stop doing this, it will notice." Detectives reviewed old employment records. Elliot worked night shifts, alone, in silence, for years. Coworkers said he was terrified of missing steps. If a machine shut down unexpectedly, he would panic. Because once, years earlier, a power outage trapped him inside a storage room. For 6 hours, in total darkness, that's when the routine began. Light, movement, order. To keep the panic away. The house didn't kill Elliot. The house replaced him. His routines, his fears, his need for control. When Elliot disappeared, the pattern stayed because something had learned it. And when the pattern broke, it called for help. After the emergency call, neighbors reported one final change. At 3:16 a.m., a bedroom light turns on. At 3:17 a.m., it turns off. Every night. As if waiting. No one goes inside anymore. The city tried cutting power once. The next morning, every house on the block had its porch light on, except one. That night, the emergency number rang again. No voice, just breathing, slow, patient. Like something that knows someone will eventually answer. Some places don't want people. They want patterns, and once you teach them one, they never forget.